Hi everybody, this is Kenneth Marks of the Ancestor Hunt. Today we're going to be reviewing the Florida Digital Newspaper Collection, brought to you by the University of Florida. It is over 1.4 million pages of historical newspapers, plus a sprinkling of new newspaper images. It is totally free, so let's take a look at it, shall we? This is the homepage. It is found at ufdc.ufl.edu/newspapers. The toolbar has home, text search, newspaper search, etc. Here is the search box. I will caution you, however, that even though it says home and newspaper search, which were effectively the same pages, that is not where you search to do a full text search of the newspapers. You must go to text search. So, this is the search bar. You have the option of doing Boolean searches and, or, and not, etc. You can do phrase searching by putting quotes around your search terms. Capitals do not matter, and you can include diacritics. So let's get started with a simple search. In this case, we will be using the search term Murfree. And all we do is hit go. And up comes the results, approximately 1,000 titles that have the term Murfree in them. As you can see, it has the image and some details about the newspaper that has that term in it. So let's scroll down and find one that we want to look at. This is one that I have looked at before, the Weekly True Democrat of 1909. As you can see, there are 2 pages that have that search term in this edition of the newspaper, on page 2 and page 4. We're going to be looking at page 2, and I want you to remember that it indeed was page 2, and I will explain that later. So let's go to the newspaper, and this is the entire image. As you can see, in contrast with several other state newspaper sites, this one does not highlight the search term on the page, so you're going to have to look for it. And so you can scroll through it and try to find the term Murfree. You've got the ability to zoom it by going to the zoomable option. In this case, it shows you a thumbnail on the left and the image on the right. You've got the ability to zoom with minus or plus. Let's do that. And as you can see on the left, it does change the size of the thumbnail as the image gets larger. See? So let's go back a little bit. I happen to know where this image is because I've looked at it before. And let's make it right about there. As you can see, there is the term Murfree right there. So, if I wanted to save that image, I could do a save image as, and I'll save it on my desktop and we can take a look at it. And there it is. There is the article itself that references Dr. Murfree. I can zoom it, and as I do, you see that it gets a little fuzzy. So I zoom it a little bit more, and it gets fuzzier. That is not the optimal situation, so I'm going to show you some different options. So we have zoomed, we have saved the entire image. We can use our snipping tool that most computers have these days, and we can save it that way. And there it is. We can save that and put it wherever we want. It still is a little small, so we may not want to use that as the optimal demonstration of our article, but we've got another option. Go to the Downloads option. Remember, I told you to remember the page number that this particular article came from. It was page 2. Well, it lists page by page each of the pages of that newspaper edition by page number, even though it doesn't show it. So 00449 would be page 1, 00450 would be page 2, etc. So let's click on 00450, and there we go. There is the article right there. So we can, using our PDF toolbar, we can zoom in And as you can see, as we zoom it, the readability is not made fuzzy. So now we can use our snipping tool, and we've got a larger version of the article, and it is readable. So that is my recommendation, that you indeed save the full page as a PDF and do your image extraction as a JPEG from the PDF. So let's go back again. You can move around the document using this thumbnail option to find the article, since the search terms are not highlighted, but I would not advise saving that image as the one that you would want to put into a blog post or put into a book, etc. I would definitely go to the downloads function. One more thing I want to show you that's critical, and that is the citation. So as you build your source citation, you've got the link, the title of the newspaper, physical description, place of publication, publication date, and the source and holding institutions that indeed have the repository of all the newspapers. So you can use that in your source citation. And let's go back to our search box. There are the results from our search. You can look at page 4 if you'd like. And let's just go back to our initial page. There's the search there, and there's the home page. Again, a reminder, one more thing that's critical to remember, because if you haven't used it for a few months you might forget this. Newspaper search and home will not get you the full text search of the images and the articles within a specific page. You must use text search. So, my friends, 1.4 million pages, all free, brought to you by the University of Florida, the Florida Digital Newspaper Collection. It is a reasonably fast site. It is an easy search to do. The only negative that I can see is, one, it does not highlight the text, so you have to search around to find the article. And two, like most of the newspaper collections that are out there, you have to be careful in saving the article so that you have a readable article down the road from the ones that you saved. So this is Kenneth Marks of the Ancestor Hunt. Good luck with the Florida Digital Newspaper Collection. It's a fun one. It's got a lot of pages and growing. Take a good look at it, and happy hunting.